everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the podcast where Aaron and I sit down and watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball. Then we come onto the podcast. We have a fun time conversation about it. We mix in our unique brand of humor and our unique brand of improv and our unique fandom for this wonderful franchise of Dragon Ball. And is it just me, or is there something different? I feel different right now, Aaron.
I feel kind of, I don't know, older. Maybe a little angstier.
Yeah. I feel like I'm exactly 5 years older from when I started, and like I got this edge, man. I got hard lines. I'm taller. I'm beefier.
I know the entirety of the alphabet. I finally got to the end over summer break. Oh, that's the last letter.
Yeah. Finally did it. I'm so proud of you. And what Aaron is so coyly referencing is it's time, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the start of our coverage of Dragon Ball Z.
No next time. Right now.
There is no next time. We don't even have a freaking roundup to do because there's nothing to... I mean, there's something to round up, but we already did that.
What do you mean? What do you mean there's no roundup? Of course we got a round.
I'm throwing curveballs. I'm roaring into this year, Aaron. Roaring.
Wait, hold on. We didn't discuss that.
The inside of the studio is Art Deco. And I'm gilded in gold. I have all this unnecessary wealth. And I bought a house in Maine. I'm so ready for the dust. Give me all the dust. It's a new decade, but we're still using that old tradition of the 1 minute roundup. We can't get rid of that. It's world famous.
I know you're super rich now, but there's still got to be some keeping of things, right?
Absolutely. We brought you guys over. We're having a little house party. And we got to clean up before the party and festivities start. Got to do a little something we like to call Kame housekeeping. And is a little warm up, getting us into it. And the first piece of Kame housekeeping is something we like to call the 1 minute roundup.
Happy New Year. Mwah.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Mwah.
Happy New Year to you too, and you too. Mwah, mwah.
And Happy New Year to you, and you too. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Happy New Year from me, the Western Witch. Damn it!
Oh no! I still wanted to know.
No kisses from the Western Witch. Sorry.
Oh, that stingy old witch. And scene. Oh my goodness! Starting off 2020 with bangers. The Western Witch.
Vince, quick before the new listeners leave, tell them what happened.
Right. Okay, so what just happened? That was an improvised Western set scene that Aaron and I do every episode to warm us up, to get the improv muscles nice and loose. You'd hate to pull something when you're doing improv, people. Trust me, I know. And the one rule that we have in doing that scene is once one of us breaks in that scene, we move on to the 1 minute roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball, because we're on to Z. Aaron's got 153 episodes, and if you want, Aaron, if you have time, I say throw in a movie or two if you got it in pocket at the end. If you want, that's on you, man.
We'll see what happens.
You've got our entire library to summarize. Whenever you're ready, Aaron, I will stop talking so you can start.
All right. All of Dragon Ball in 60 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic dragon crystal balls that if you collect them all, you get any wish you want, and it stars Goku, who's the hero of the series. He's a little boy, and he's got a tail, and he loves karate. His first adventure, making a bunch of friends and defeating a demon from taking over the world. Second adventure, training with an old man and his bald friend to become super strong and enter a tournament that he gets second place in. Third adventure, beating up an army and trying to collect one of the balls, and then beating up some monsters, and then finding his grandfather who was a ghost. Fourth adventure, like hanging out for a few years to train and then going to the tournament again, but also getting second place to some new enemies who become new friends. The adventure after that, defeating the Demon King Piccolo who killed his bald friend. And getting stronger. After that, the third, training with God, entering the third Tenkaichi tournament, defeating his new rival and maybe new friend Piccolo, who's the son of the Demon King, and then the greatest adventure of all, getting married, and now 5 years have passed.
Holy crap!
Woo!
That was comprehensive as heck in 60 seconds. Aaron, nice work, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
I don't know what's going to happen when we have to start involving Z things.
Oh, God. What have we done?
I know.
What have we done to ourselves? I won't dwell on the absolute fear of my turn to do that. And I'll just explain to you why we do that. Why we have one of us summarize everything that's happened in Dragon Ball, so you, the listener, don't have to go back and listen to all 130 plus numbers of episodes that we have in our back catalog in our library following the Chronicles of Dragon Ball, the first series that precedes Dragon Ball Z. So you don't have to do all that. You don't have to go get a subscription or go find it illegally online or something crazy like that. You could just listen to the roundup. And then, look, if you got questions, you're like, who's that bald friend? What is his name? I won't tell you right now, but I will tell you his name is in our back catalog. Pick an episode. I'm sure his name comes up in it.
After a certain point, I'm sure he's there.
He's a staple. He's an absolute staple, a fixture, as it were. And now, we're moving on to the second and final piece of Kame housekeeping, where I tell you, the listeners, both new and old, that Aaron and I watch 2 different versions of the show. I watched the English dubbed version, and Aaron watched the Japanese subtitle version. Why we do that is because of a wonderful mistake that happened almost 4 years ago, where we just happened to watch those 2 different versions of the show when we sat down to do the first episode, and we decided to keep that gravy train a-rolling. If it ain't broke, and nobody cares if it is broke, don't fix it. So we didn't, and that's where we are now. Which leads us to the first difference is usually the title. Aaron, I've got a coin.
You go first. You go first.
He deferred, and I'm going to be...
You absolutely have to go first.
Oh, boy. Okay, I will go first with the English dubbed title of Episode 1 of Dragon Ball Z. The New Threat.
Oh, you poor title.
You
thought you were good.
I thought that title was great.
I'm just going to remove this heavy title clothing. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Jeez. This has to weigh at least 50 pounds.
That's right. Because the actual first episode of Dragon Ball Z is entitled, Mini Goku is an overprotected boy.
What?
I am Gohan.
What? I gave you 2 whats because I thought you were done. I didn't realize there was a semicolon.
Yeah, there wasn't. It's 2 sentences. Technically,
it's 2 sentences.
It's 2 sentences, technically.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mini Goku is an overprotected boy. I am Gohan.
Mini Goku is an overprotected boy. I am Gohan. Is this going to be the episode? Because this could be the episode.
Okay, I've just figured it out. The announcer is saying, well, that Mini Goku, he's an overprotected boy, isn't he? And then in the background, in the distance, Gohan's like, I have a name. I'm Gohan. I think...
It's a call and response?
Yeah, I think that's what... So, right out of the bat, And for new listeners, just so you know, we don't do research. It is against the bylaws handed to us by ourselves.
Yep.
So
It's great when you can be the board of directors.
and the way we watch this is through Funimation Now. That's all I'm going to say about them because they haven't paid us money yet, so I can't say whether they're good or bad. But
They just exist.
yeah, the version we watch is 16:9, which I know is not absolutely positively not the correct aspect ratio. So if any of you out there can tell me at least, I can't talk for Vince, but I would love to watch this in that good old original 4:3. And if anyone can tell me a very legal way to do this, I would love to know.
Yeah. Also in the bylaws, we cannot make money illegally. I put that in.
And under the wire.
Yeah, I saw.
We're taking it to get notarized. You're like, wait, we're not criminals. I'm like, aw.
Yeah, I dampened Aaron's blanket on that one. I didn't get it wet. I just, I dampened it.
I just want some crime.
just a little crime.
Just a little crime. But yeah, if anyone knows where I can get that original aspect ratio, right in. Tell us. Let us know.
I didn't know you were yearning to watch this in 4:3.
I want to watch the thing in as close to the original way it was broadcast as possible. Because you get the pan and scan, so things get cropped. You get
Right.
you lose. You're not seeing the whole thing. Don't like it.
I mean, I can say that I do like the new visual style though. The new visual styling of the whole thing got a nice little facelift. It definitely feels more grand. The last series, the openings, I think reflected the scale and size of the stories that were being told at a point. And now it feels like they're like a lot of big skyboxes and giant sunsets and making the characters smaller in them. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I get it.
What music did you get?
I believe it was Head Chala, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I got all of the lyrics. You know how they do, like, for context for new listeners, because we watched the two different versions, one of the odd things is the music changes. And most of the time, I don't either get the same music, I get no music, or they just take the lyrics out. And I think they took a lot of the lyrics out of this because I think I got like the chorus or the backing track. Which was a little bit of a bummer, but
Do you just hear someone music, then someone in the background going, fly away out of nowhere? That kind of thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was still in Japanese.
Well, they say fly away in English, but
Oh, well, most the other lyrics that
I could read it.
Yeah, that I wasn't paying attention to. Yeah. Also, listeners, I can't read.
Well, that's why you have to do the dub.
Now you're learning about me.
But yeah, the opening, so good, so happy. I grew up with the broadcast version of Dragon Ball Z, so I know Rock the Dragon.
Yeah.
That's the opening I know. So hearing Head Chala, I think I described it as it's like meeting a friend that you didn't know you already had. It's like, oh, I know this because I know it. I've heard Head Chala before, but having it there and knowing it's going to be there for a while is weirdly comforting somehow.
The episode where they have the broadcast theme with the Rock the Dragon, I'm good. We're gonna have to sing that whole thing or something because just thinking about it right now, I'm just like it's just in my head. I just hear but that's for the future.
Of all the replacements they could do, that you know what?
like
I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at Rock the Dragon. And the other thing is that the opening is very Gohan focused.
Very Gohan focused.
It's extremely Gohan focused, which would make you think that's where they were trying to go, but
these memes, they started early, folks. Gohan being nerfed and all that kind of stuff, memes. They all start right here with this intro because it is. Even I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but even the like when they cut to commercial, that like a little interstitial used to be Goku and Roshi. Now it's Goku and Gohan is the focus of both of them.
And for a lot of this episode.
Yeah.
You
want to talk about that mini Goku?
We'll get to that when we get to that, because we have to look. 5 years have passed. Peace on Earth, goodwill to emu farms, until something from space comes down past the sun, and then we come upon the Son Goku resonance. And here's my first question. This is, I would say, this very quaint cottage that's very much out of my price range is what, 3-bedroom with
Has
like a
at least 1.5 bath, if not 2 full.
Yeah, and like I don't want to call it a mud room, but that dome structure next to it that looks like a kiln, but it's definitely not a kiln. Who's doing pottery?
Yeah.
Who bought this home?
Oh, easy. No one, because Bulma gave them a capsule, I'm sure.
You think?
Yeah, and I bet you then they just did a little couple of additions here or there, and boom, you make that capsule house a home.
You refinance?
Yeah, you refi. You're able to keep. So what they did was they refied Grandpa Gohan's, spot. He had that little shrine, and that was like kind of where they lived. And the cops are getting on me because I know about refinancing and stuff like that. So it's just I'm gonna keep it low. So what you do is you take an older building. You refinance. You find somebody who's going to give you a better price on the home based on the value that's accrued or not accrued or devalued over the years. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but once you do, you can potentially have all of this net income that you can put into a new home, build the additions, and boom, you get yourself a family domicile.
I didn't even realize that. You're right. This is definitely Grandpa's old home, right?
Yeah.
But where's Ox King living?
He's still got to manage the castle.
It burnt down.
That's true. Where is he living?
Yeah, in a home.
Oh wow, the mighty have fallen from a king to a pauper.
No, that he's too young for that yet. But he's definitely in he's got a condo. It's with other divorcees. He's having fun. They'd make I don't know, 3 or 4 seasons of a sitcom about him.
Chi-Chi, we made quesadillas today in the common room, Chi-Chi.
Dad, you tell me these stories that seem wholesome because Gohan's here with me and it's usually about making food or something in the common room, but then they turn icky.
Oh, come on. This one's fine. This one's going to be great for Gohan.
Okay.
Hi, Gohan.
Right.
It's your grandpa, Ox King.
Hi,
I bet you're getting big and strong.
Nope, super weak.
What? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Chi-Chi, stop coughing.
Ow, a butterfly touched me. That was my sick, nerdy child. Please continue your story.
Anyway, so we decided that we were going to make quesadillas in the common room. And so what we did was we went out and murdered a bunch of those giant emus that were on the property. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just want to hunt. And we
Still waiting for the weird thing.
Cut off their heads, and I was sucking on the toes. Tell Gohan if he's ever hungry to suck on the toes of a giant pink emu, he's going to be fine. Then we all took our pants off.
Okay, and
I started doing the Charleston.
All right. It's a bit of I'm surprised you're still dancing since that one injury.
Well, Maria, the housekeeper, she brought over some of her friends and they started playing Have You Ever Heard Shakira?
No, I'm in the woods. I don't listen to popular music.
Chi-Chi, you gotta get popular music into that boy's skull, because his hips won't lie after he hears that song, and that's when I pulled out my cock.
Dad, come on.
Well, how else do you make guacamole?
I could think of several ways, like the way I did it today, which was in a mortar and pestle.
No, Chi-Chi, haven't I told you it's a mortar and penis?
This is why we didn't make a room for you.
Oh, you didn't make a room for me, and now I'm sad. Is that it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm trying to dig at you. For sure.
You know what everybody else is doing right now while I'm on the phone? They're digging into my butt crack with chips because that's where we put the ceviche. I love being single.
And scene. I like legitimately, not because of semi what you said, but there was a legitimate gag in there. Yeah, Ox King, but Ox King's fine, right?
Yeah, Ox King, he's doing great. I bet you he's doing great.
And sorry, we kind of get the reset in from the dead zone. So we're not like, oh, look, there's that person, they're grown. But we do see Goku in the woods, and he's just punched a tree to knock it down and just brings it back. There's a kerfuffle. Gohan is missing. He's nowhere to be found, and they got to go see Master Roshi.
Yeah, they're having a little reunion, Chi-Chi said. And I don't know why Chi-Chi wouldn't go.
She needs some fucking peace and quiet. Come on.
I bet. Yeah, I bet. Especially after when we find out what Gohan's like.
Yeah, that he is a handful.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, man. 5-year-olds.
They're supposed to be a little more independent.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
But let's not worry about that because, look, you've heard of Death of a Salesman. Here comes Death of a Farmer.
And we all take
maybe. I have thoughts.
You have thoughts?
We'll get to them when the time comes. But
so I was gonna ceremoniously take my hat off, and put it over my heart. But I'll leave it on until I hear you out.
Farmer just enjoying his smokes. A meteor comes down. There's a giant explosion.
Yeah. He drives his truck on over to see what the matter.
Before that, Vince. Before that.
Oh, did we get a?
No. I just have an insight into my emotional state at this time.
Oh, okay.
With the note that I wrote in all caps saying, "Why was I into this as a kid? I feel like I would have dropped out immediately."
Oh, because of how this scene goes?
If you don't know what's going on, how the fuck do you know what's going on?
Oh, yeah, with that.
Yeah, because I think, again, for a lot of us, Z was the first of any Dragon Ball we experienced. I remember when they were playing it on Toonami, it was a big announcement. I'd heard of Dragon Ball. I didn't know exactly what it was. I just knew it was supposed to be very good and very popular. And I remember rushing home to watch it. I mean, I liked it, and I still like it. But with my modern brain now, without knowing what it was, I'd have been like, okay, this seems like a nothing show. Good day.
Yeah, I see. With the context of being an adult who's never seen any of this and has no context, yes, bounce off hard. Like if this was the first episode on a Netflix show, people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Canceled.
Oh yeah, there should have been modern thinking would be like, "Oh, we got to get a fight right now." And then we can dick around for an hour.
Yeah, I would have, I think to that end, even a fight to set up that in this universe, people settle things by elaborately fighting in martial arts. You don't have to get into all the weird techniques and stuff. Just two people duking it out on the street, maybe. Something to show you that
some sort
action
of
is here.
Street Fighter, perhaps.
Yes.
But that's some insight in another reality, in another universe. Maybe I'm not a Dragon Ball fan.
Maybe you're not. But I do agree. I think as a child, I probably had more patience, or I was just like, look at all these freaking colors, bro. Look at all these colors. I love these colors.
He punched a tree down.
Yeah, I think that may have been it. Somebody could have came to school one day and be like, you guys got to watch Dragon Ball Z. There's this guy in it, and his name's Goku, and he punched a tree down with one punch. A huge tree. Giant tree. I'm channeling a very specific kid I went to school with.
No, you understand.
Yeah.
The tree was tall.
The tree was huge. It was like a building.
That kid grew up to be you.
Yeah, that was me. I don't think I picked up Dragon Ball Z right when it aired. Like, I definitely don't. I think it was probably, like, especially not that first episode.
Well,
I had flashes of. Yeah, so I must have picked it up way later. Because when it really made an impact for me was the Cell games, and I think my cousins got me into it when I was younger. Because he was the first person to have, like, he had the VHS of GT, I believe.
What?
Not like around the same time, but I'm just saying he was the one that got, I think, probably was like, hey, you might like this. And I was like, all right, well, I'm sleeping over here, so I'll watch this. Oh my God, this is cool. It's cool, man. That kind of thing.
Cousins are usually known for getting you into trouble. Well, not trouble, but...
Hey, look at where I am now. Menacing the internet with Dragon Ball related content. Almost 4 years running.
So trouble.
Oh, I'm trouble. So our farmer, he is approaching the crash site, looks at this pod that has landed, recognizes that it's made out of steel. It came from space. This guy's pretty with it. And what emerges is a man too large for the pod. I'll say that outright. He's a large man with a lot of black hair. He's got what we now know is like a scouter, classic Saiyan armor, is looking for Kakarot. And I think his first line is, "The people of this planet are still alive. Kakarot has failed us."
Yes, similar. He is... I realized how naked this man... Can we just say his name, or are we waiting on that? Because I don't think they do it in the episode.
No, they don't do it in the episode. But yeah, let's just say it. It's Raditz, ladies and gentlemen. Raditz is the name of the character. That's it.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that
for now.
Raditz is looking for Kakarot.
I realized how very naked he is.
Yeah.
I might have took too hard of a look at those very short shorts, but they are not shorts. They have graduated to... I'm a boxer brief man. I know where they end. That's a mid-thigh sort of garment.
Yes.
These were not mid-thigh. These were like there's a little butt cheek. Peeking out the bottom.
Like a little hot pants for Raditz.
God, like the Raditz does not want to wear pants.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It was striking. I forgot how much skin that Saiyan armor shows. I think
or you know how like you're on a long trip and you just don't want to wear certain articles of clothing. He loves pants. He can't get enough of the stuff, but in his rush to try and find this Kakarot, he forgot to put his Saiyan pants on.
He got out of his Saiyan pod, left his Saiyan pants in the trunk.
Yeah.
Did you have anybody in your life that on long drives would do something like that? I mean, like everybody takes their jacket off when they know you're going to be in the car for a while.
Shoes sometimes. My mom was notorious for driving barefoot.
You get a better feel for the road that way.
That's how she kind of grew up. She grew up barefoot, and it's the South. It's hot.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear shoes. Shoes and socks? Get out of here.
I don't know anybody who takes their pants off on car trips, but I know of a old football coach of mine who would, when we would go down for summer football camp, training camp, he would drive down, because it's the middle of summer, he would drive down in his pickup truck with all his fishing equipment, because he would go fishing when we weren't practicing. But he would he would just have his he'd have his like nice bucket hat and no shirt. And that's he would roll up when we were getting on the bus where our parents are showing up. We're just like, "Coach, what are you doing?" He goes, "It's too hot. I can't drive with a shirt on. Get on the bus and I'll meet you guys down there. I'm gonna get down there early so I can get some fishing in before you guys ruin the entire experience."
That is such like big dad energy.
Oh,
that's
he's
just
the
a
best.
show, like a dad show of dominance. It's just not having a shirt,
being the authority figure, leading the charge.
Yeah, I don't get. This is how much I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna do what I say.
Let the boys watch. Let the boys watch.
This Raditz, this very thick, very naked guy, he uses the scouter to check on the power level of the farmer, or the battle level, depending on who you ask. And the farmer's only got a 5. Whatever that means.
5. It felt bad when I heard it.
I'm surprised they didn't change numbers for some odd reason, like they are wont to do.
Yeah, it feels like the Western version may bump the farmer's stats up a little bit.
Yeah. He's a hardworking American. His battle level is at least double digits. Come on.
Come on. I did not remember the farmer's like lines of dialogue here, but they're good. Like I was like, okay, this is fine. I like this because he steps up. And he's like, "You're on my property. Like I can shoot you."
And you are in America, as established.
As established, this is America, and I am firmly standing my ground.
Hold on, let me check my scout. Hold on. Is this a good Raditz? Vince, time out real quick before we continue.
Time out.
Is that a good Raditz voice? I'm trying to remember. I just assume it's tough and scary.
It's tough.
But I don't want to default. I don't want to.
It's a little muted, though, and a little less raspy. It's got a rounder, serious.
Yes, Raditz like that. Well, that's still kind of rad. Is it
not so breathy? Not so breathy, but you had it.
Raditz in the AM. Hey,
yes.
Raditz in the AM. Wait, this? Hi, I'm a Raditz.
No, not that.
Hi, I'm a Raditz. Hey.
Now I'm having fun. A little higher than the
now
low.
You're just fucking with me.
A little higher than the low one you just did.
Hey, this is Raditz.
That's it.
Like that. Okay,
something like that.
I'm Raditz. No time for pants. Got to check the scouter. Oh, only a level 5. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. What are you gonna do about it, huh? American farmer.
Hey.
Space quotes.
Hey.
Sup?
I don't know what space quotes are, but I'm an American farmer, and this land is subsidized and owned by me, and I have a right to shoot.
A lot of stuff not growing.
I am a pink emu farmer, of course. Now, you can get off my property, or I'll shoot.
Hold on, let me check the power level of that stick you're holding. Power level 6.
Oh, what? Hold on. Mm-hmm. Bessie's stronger than me?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I see it. I can tell by the eyes.
I don't see it. Hey, you know what? I don't like you pitting me and my gun against each other. I'm an American, goddammit.
Your gun just seems like it's more determined. Maybe it's thinking about its friends right now and how it cheered them on to become more powerful.
I think
its friend's pistol, and I'm just gonna guess a gun's friend, pistol, bazooka.
Don't forget Magazine. He loves hanging out with Magazine.
Well, they're married. This is fun. I'm gonna hate to kill you later.
What? Oh, I'm gonna hate to kill you too, stranger, because you haven't left my property, and I've been counting slowly to 10 in my head this whole time. Well, that's legally enough time for me to now shoot. Boom!
Catch. I'm sorry. Look, this is gun, you're a worthy foe. This is gonna suck to do. But farmer, look, America's export is entertainment. We know that.
But just let me say one more thing to my gun before you.
All right. I'll turn my head. I'll give you a privacy turn. Go ahead.
Thank you. Gun. I love you. Gun. Really? You'll leave Magazine? Oh my goodness, this is the best day of my entire life. Oh,
all right, I'm throwing the bullet back at you. All right, time to find Kakarot. Wink. And see. I don't think the farmer's dead.
Oh!
Because
why? Because why?
You see the gun blow up, right? Like it gets smoosh. It gets smashed to several pieces.
Yeah, the bullet also goes through the engine block.
So first of all, it's a clean break. If it indeed went through this farmer, but how can a bullet destroy this gun that he was holding to his side and at the same time hit the farmer? Or are you telling me that the force of that bullet blew that gun up? While it was hitting, the force of the bullet hitting the farmer blew the gun up.
This is a point in which I wish we could do research, because I would rewatch that scene to be sure that what you're telling me is the truth. But my mind is blank, and your word is my bond. So, I
don't know for sure.
But I love the idea that he's so crafty, the farmer, that he's like, oh, this isn't going to end well. I better feign. I'm going to fall to the right.
Super dead, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to play dead. Then I'll be fine. He'll leave, and maybe I'll have my truck left.
But first maybe casualty?
I mean, because the first casualty that we saw in Dragon Ball was...
Oh, that happened so much later.
Yeah. At least... 80
well, no, they
episodes
ate that bear guy, right? In the first couple episodes, that weird bandit that they saved Turtle from. Didn't they eat him?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that Goku was a murderous child.
Yeah. But still, this ain't your daddy's Dragon Ball. People die now, maybe. There's guns. Right out of the gate. No, there were guns right out of the gate in the first. You know what? The more things change, the more they stay the same.
I believe there was a bigger gun in Dragon Ball.
It was an
Uzi. And she shot a child in the
Bulma's straight as fuck.
Bulma's more hardcore than an alien from outer space.
Than any farmer.
Yeah.
You know, again, the joke is like, it's more edgy Dragon. Is it though?
I think they just do more realistic sound effects. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's more mature sound design.
The murder isn't played for gag. I wasn't laughing when this farmer died.
No, God.
I was kind of giggling when that guy got eaten, because that's a horrible, funny situation to be in. Yeah, man, I don't know. Oh, I mean, we'll see. We'll see as we're like only 10 minutes into this epi.
I know. Remember that Gohan kid that Goku was looking for? No,
yeah, Mini Goku.
Find him. Mini Goku. Mini Goku, he is, how do I put this lightly? Soft.
He is now, to be fair.
He's a little lost boy.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But he's, unless pregnancies work different in Dragon Ball world, at the most, he is 4 years old.
Yeah.
I think we said 5 last episode when we covered Dead Zone, but I'm like, no. If we do the math, 5 years, yeah. If it's 5 years from the wedding,
yeah,
he's probably, with the way anime works, he's probably 4 years, 3 months. I think this is what I did to keep from like going insane and being too mad at this like very long sequence. Is that okay? He's 4 years old, guys.
Yes,
he's 4 years old. He's allowed to be just a shitty kid.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard because you don't want to, but he is kind of annoying.
Should we do the thing where we go through and then we'll discuss?
Yeah. Let's just go through it. The long scene.
Gohan crying for his daddy in the woods. Then he sees a butterfly, which cheers him up, and he starts to chase it. Then he gets sad because the butterfly flies away. And then a saber-toothed tiger comes out. Mm-hmm. And Gohan's response is to play dead. The saber-toothed tiger then steals his hat, which has the Dragon Ball, the 4-star Dragon Ball on it. Gohan then stops playing dead to try and retrieve the hat, and in doing so gets Wile E. Coyote'd off a cliff. And as he's falling off a cliff, he just kind of knocks himself out. He gets tuckered out, I guess. He closes his eyes and like, well, this is I had a good 4-year run. Come on,
Right.
Death, let's go. And then a thing that we'll say here shortly, but
yeah, that whole sequence, I was like, oh, this is rubbing me the wrong way. Also, are you sure this is Goku's kid?
they're wood people.
Yeah, none of this should be new. He shouldn't be getting lost so close to home, you'd think, right?
I mean, as a wood kid, I knew I was cognizant enough that, also we didn't have, the woods weren't that thick. I was still in the city, but there was a stretch of woods and like you couldn't really get lost in them. But I knew like I have to know where I'm at so I can get the fuck back home.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you said what this is. It's just annoying, and it's really, I think they're doing too much work to show Gohan's, baby 4-year-old state. Because, there's a very large transformation that happens, not just in this first saga, but throughout the series, and then it plateaus super hard.
Yep.
But like
super hard.
You could just tell me, Gohan, you're a 4-year-old boy. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally a baby. Mm-hmm. He is not even in kindergarten at that age.
No. But he does have, he's verbalizing, he's talking to the creatures. When he's talking to the butterfly, he's like, he's sad because he can't climb up, and he's walking around. He's like, well, how do I get up there? There's no elevator, Mr. Butterfly. I was like,
he doesn't fucking say that, does he?
He does. That's what, again, I think my version,
they made him worse.
Yeah, they make him not talk like a 4-year-old. They make him talk more like a 7 or 8-year-old. I think, like you said, they're doing too much with this. He's tiny. Let him be a tiny child.
You could have, like, Saber-Tooth Tiger comes in, Goku scares him off, like, hey, we gotta go see Master Roshi. Mm-hmm. Who you haven't met yet. Because none of them could fucking get off the island and come to your goddamn christening. Which we'll get into later. Probably next episode.
But yeah, it seemed like that direction that they took was like, we have to show that this kid is all like, they're like, he's not strong. He's not strong in this way. He's not strong in this way. He's not strong in this way. Like 3 different ways. Which I would have preferred, like Goku scooping him up and then maybe him wriggling around and falling and stuff, like something like that into some of these scenarios.
And I can see the disconnect between Gohan and Goku, because body wise, from when we first met Goku and now, they look very similar. But again, when we first met Goku, he was 13, 12.
Right.
He was a preteen,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God.
Very similar look, but like different ages. All I'm saying is, yes, Gohan at this point in time, so annoying, like to the point where like I really do just want to skip through all his nonsense as fast as we can for this review. Reiterating the how did I watch this as a kid?
That is actually one of those. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, how did I sit through that as a child? I mean, I was younger, but whenever I watched it, I don't know if I had that kind of patience.
But this is a 4-year-old child lost in the woods. So show some me. This is me talking to me. Give him a little slack.
Lay off the kid, will you? He at least has a tail. That's interesting.
Right, folks? We all know what that means.
Yeah, I think that's like their wink to the audience, like, hey, he's got a tail.
Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Look, all we're saying is commercial.
Hello there. You're now listening to a paid advertisement by Ox King's Quesadillas. Ox King's Quesadillas are more delicious than any other kind of quesadilla. Why, you ask? Because.
Dad, don't. Dad, I told you, just tell them it's good and you don't have to explain it. Please, I'm begging you.
Oh, Chi-Chi, the people want to hear how our our pork quesadillas are prepared by yours truly, the Ox King of Quesadillas.
Right. You're pushing me aside and you're gigantic, so I guess you're going to say whatever you
Here we go. First things first. You've got to juice your limes. That's why I use the Ox King's iron nipple technique to harden my nipples and squeeze the limes and the juice into our
Folks, please don't eat these quesadillas. He's doing it right now in front of me, his daughter.
Then you have to grate the cheese. Of course. We use a mix of Colby and pepper jack. If you wanted spicy, there's a non-spicy variant at Ox King's Quesadillas on West and West 13th in West City. I grade the cheese. So far to get this cheese. Please be normal grader. What you do is I take my lower jaw and I extend it out like so. And then I grate the cheese over my own teeth and let it fall onto the tortilla I press with my plump bottom. It warms, flattens, and cooks all at once.
About to say the teeth thing's less gross than everything else somehow, but no, the complete gross package. Dad, just... Are you done?
I'm almost done. That tortilla and the ingredients are all folded over. But wait. You thought there wouldn't be any salsa? Come on.
Okay. You said salsa, not sour cream. Continue.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Gigi, the sour cream I keep in my ear.
Oh, okay. That's better than what I was thinking. Okay.
It's room temperature and has a little bit more texture than that Chipotle or Qdoba. Now, the final ingredient is the pico de gallo. Oh, the pico de gallo. Why do you think it's named pico de gallo? Because it's pieces of the gallo. Me, the Ox King of Quesadillas. That's right, folks. I'm julienne, pieces of my own flesh, diced with tomatoes, onions.
Mom, what's going on?
And, of course, as Grandpa, the quesadilla
what are you doing?
I'm using all of my body to make a quesadilla for the good people of West City. Oh, you're hungry? Well, here you go. As I press it down on the hot plate, I remind you all to come on down to Ox King's Quesadillas.
Gohan, don't eat that. Gohan, do not eat that.
Love it. Eat it up, Gohan, so you can get strong and less annoying.
It's bloody. My favorite.
I knew he was Gohan's son.
I am stuck in this family.
Ox King's Quesadillas, West 145th and West Street in West City. Open 9 to 6.
Please
happy hour from 4 to 3.
Send the health inspector.
And no health inspections, please.
Tell your congressman about this, please. Stop my phone.
Tell your congressman. They love it. We've had the king president here.
He is a dog. He'll eat anything. Of course he was here.
How dare you? Not Mom, your president, my president.
Okay, Ox Boomer.
Oh, I'm going to get online about this.
Gohan's alive. Hooray. Because he caught, just in the nick of time, his tail caught on a tree, so he didn't die. Hooray.
But it appeared that Gohan had fallen a great distance, or was falling a great distance. The force of him falling and catching on his tail that close to the ground, like his head is, I'm assuming, a foot or so from the ground, because he's able just to fall that, let his tail go, and then he's fine. We're supposed to, I guess, assume that his tail instinctually did that for him? Because he can't do it himself?
I believe that's what they're implying, but I get you. It's, look, the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. We know what should have happened.
Yes.
No, he should be Gwen Stacy'd.
He should be Gwen Stacy'd is what I'm saying. And bring back Jamie Foxx's Electro. That's
No,
again, that's
don't.
all I'm gonna say. Bring back Jamie Foxx's Electro.
And for your war crimes,
If Tom Holland gets drunk enough, he's gonna call a Disney executive, and they're gonna put Jamie Foxx back in the franchise.
yeah, somehow Tom Holland has incredible drunken powers of persuasion. To convince mega corporations. How about maybe call him to convince him to, I don't know, throw some money in at Australia. Throw some money at climate change. We're getting to, that's not this kind of show.
I mean, it's not that kind of show, but Tom Holland, if you're listening,
Why not?
Why not, bro?
I will buy you, if you do, I will buy you all the drinks you want. If you can convince Disney to throw money at a lot of...
to save Australia. That's it. We have to save Australia.
That's it. Come on. Gohan gets, again, in that little kid way of like, I'm in danger. Oh, look, a bird. I'm not in
pretty
danger
bird.
anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He crawls out onto a log, and then the bird moves, and I guess that's enough weight to make the log drop into a river. So now he's whitewater rafting on a log.
But he's so inept he can't even really hold on to the log because it's in the water and it's spinning.
He's four.
He's four.
Inept is not the...
That's
It's
not
close, but it's not the right word.
He's inexperienced in
There
the
we go.
situation, and he does not know how to handle himself. Unfortunately for this 4-year-old.
Look, I'd probably die. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I wouldn't
yeah.
go out to I wouldn't go on that log in the first place. I have enough sense to not care about birds. They do their thing, I do mine. We stay in our own lanes. But if I fell into a river with rapids on a log, I'm probably dead. I'm not going to put on airs about that.
No, of course. You can be honest with the people, Aaron. I would have gotten on top of that log like a Canadian and rolled it all the way down. I'm good like that.
Well, when you would have just, as soon as you fell off, you would have said, "Oh, stood up," and the river only comes to your knees.
That's right. That's right. I was a nightmare in the kiddie pool when I was younger because I thought I was always drowning, and then I would stand up and it'd be at my knees. And then they were like, "Hey, get that giant baby out of the deep end. He's peeing into the pool."
Yeah, from the side.
From the side into
He's doing this kid's doing bank shots off the lifeguard tower into that kid that bullies everyone's mouth.
Ma'am, you've got a hero on your hands.
3 cheers for the tall boy who's still peeing. We'll wait.
He peed. He peed.
He peed. Pee on bullies, everyone.
I'm down with it. If you got a bully, pee on them. They won't bully you anymore.
What's it going to do? Keep bullying you? You can, either nothing changes and you had a good laugh or your situation changes. I don't see the downside.
I wish I had thought, you know what? You're being an asshole to me. I'm going to pee on you.
I'm going to pee on. Yeah, you know what? Let me just take a shit dump. A shit dump. I'm a kid. I can't say shit. I don't want to get in trouble.
You're not inept or an idiot. Yeah, it's a shit dump.
Yeah.
You did that too as a kid, which is great to know that I wasn't the only kid that was like, oh, curse words are bad. But if I add a non-curse word to it, then it's just a modifier on the word that I'm trying to say, which is poop. Like, it's shit poop. You're not saying shit. You're saying shit poop.
That's, Vince, this kid's a hero. No, I did not. That was just a slip of the tongue here. For some reason, I felt like.
Oh.
I felt bad saying the swear for some reason. So I tried to change direct. I think I was in the character, and I knew that my character wouldn't say that. But that is a genius level move. No mom can argue with that. You definitely got out of. Didn't get in trouble for it in any way.
Shout out to my first grade classmate, Rob. Rob, he taught me that, and I've been using it to this day. I go into meetings, I'm like, this meeting is fuck dumb. And everybody's like, oh, that works.
Well, Vince, you weren't supposed to be in this meeting.
Great. I'm going home.
You're in conference room 2. So while Gohan's drowning, Goku, yells at a tiger for wearing that same tiger who was wearing Gohan's hat. He's like, hey, give it back. And he does. Does he say, I'm trying to think. Does he say give it back? Or he's like, no, I think he straight up's like, where's Gohan?
Yeah, and the tiger's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know who Gohan is. Because he doesn't speak, but he hears. Like, he hears Goku clearly.
Yeah. It is reacting appropriately. Sentient. Oh, my God. Okay. Here's what I think we discovered. Ooh. I think we have what some might call the missing link. Because there are saber-toothed tiger people, I'm assuming.
Right. We've met
There are
them.
animal people. There are animals.
Mm-hmm.
This saber-toothed tiger is not acting like a tiger. He had the wherewithal to say, that's a cool hat, better wear it. And to be able to respond with like waggly eyebrows and like pulling at his imaginary collar when Goku confronts him.
When confronted.
This is the only difference between him and his people counterparts would just be the number of legs he walks on. This is the missing link.
This is the missing link.
You discovered a rarity, I feel like. Mm-hmm. That Goku somehow didn't kill.
Yeah, that was going to be my other thing is like, this is one of the earliest encounter with a live animal that Goku has not killed in an episode in a long time. It seemed like they were dying at his feet over and over again, and he let this one go.
Oh, I'm sure there is if you draw a circle around Goku's house in those 5 years, I guarantee it's like nothing grows here. No animals dare enter this space.
Even the bugs know not to go there.
Yeah. Birds fly around it. Ecologists are like scratching their heads at what's going on. What is this dead zone? Magnetism? What's going on?
After Goku, he successfully retrieves the hat. He's back on the Nimbus scanning for Gohan, and he finally sees his little boy floating down the river, crying out for his daddy. And Goku sweeps down, tries to grab him. Uh-oh, surprise, underwater tunnel or river tunnel through a mountain. So Goku now has to fly over. They meet on the other side. We see Gohan exit first. You see the log drop, staring down. Goku assumes Gohan has fallen. Turns out, Gohan somehow above him, hanging onto a branch. I found that very confusing.
Everyone in the scene found this very confusing, how Gohan somehow managed to be above the waterfall. I mean, Gohan's safe. Goku is glad that Gohan is safe. And they're just like, all right, well, that was weird. Anyway, off to Roshi's.
We get a cut to Piccolo. Piccolo's hanging out.
Before that.
Oh, yeah. Did I miss something?
I just want to, it's very quick. I don't blame you for not writing anything down for it. Raditz flies over a montage of the city. And I just have to point out, by this picturesque image of a large fountain in the middle of the city, there is a bear guy. And he seems to be very chummy with a human woman. That's just my guess. But it's a bear person and a human person. And I'm like, I got super excited. I'm like, wait, well, why not? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course. You don't think if there were animal people mixed in with human people, there wouldn't be some stuff going on.
Oh, there's stuff going on.
Oh, there's stuff going on.
Ooh, yeah. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Picnic baskets.
That's his opening Tinder.
That's his opening. That's his Tinder buyer. Tinder bio.
Let me get that picnic. Yogi 32. Let me get that picnic basket.
Roommate, boo boo.
Hope that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool.
I'm a comedian.
How's Tinder going, Yogi?
It's getting me down in this Metro West town because no one's responding to me. Well, maybe my approach is not approachable. Let me zing a few at you and see if they work.
All right, Yogi, hit me.
Hey, baby, let me bite the back of your neck and then drag you to my cave.
Oh, Yogi, no.
I had success with that in real life.
Wait, really? Okay, let me hear the rest of these.
With bear people. I mean, maybe that's the problem. It's with bear people.
Okay, how is your success? Let me be a little bit more clear.
All right.
How is your success?
Adjusting tie.
Please don't do that here.
You also have a tie?
I know, but you don't see me adjusting it when I'm at home. Just relax is what I'm saying.
All right, okay. A little nervous.
Hit some of this dank weed.
Hey, hee, don't mind me.
Oh, Yogi, you're such a great guy. I just want things to work out for you. And I hope that, like, you know.
That was the bong, I think.
It sounded great.
Okay, good. Did it sound stupid or weird? Good.
It sounded real.
Good.
Like what I'm seeing with my own eyes.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I interrupted your heartfelt moment.
Oh, I just wanted to say you're a great guy, and no matter if, you know, a human woman or an animal person hybrid woman or whoever
only humans for me. At this point in time.
Hey, you know, your thing is your thing. I'm not gonna, you know, it's your thing. And I'm just saying maybe don't go with so many bear specifics. Humans like human things. You know what I mean?
So I should start with, hey, wanna work 40 hours a week at a job we don't like for some reason.
Oh, yeah, they love that. It's meta. It's humorous. I like to find my next dates by rooting around in their trash because I'm really cute.
I mean, you mainly go home with trash women. The occupation, not a judgment call.
Salt of the earth. That's for me. Boo-boo here.
Also, this salt lick, if you want to hit.
Oh, my favorite. I love coming off a high, getting a salt lick. You know, when we had Ranger Rick as a roommate, he was so uptight.
Oh, man. I'm glad he got that job. Look, we killed him.
Yeah, no, we ate him.
I forgot. I don't have to pretend with you.
You don't have to pretend with me. Nobody's around.
All right. Yeah.
Alexa, stop recording. Alexa, delete audio records.
Alexa, delete the past couple minutes.
Conversation deleted.
I wonder if this will set off anyone else's Alexa.
Oh, I hope not.
But if it does, you should tell someone that might want to know. Seed. Bear dating's hard.
Bear dating is hard. I feel like I should preface that. To all my gay men out there, bear dating is hard.
Yeah.
If you're dating a bear out there and you're an otter, good on you.
Dragon Ball is just preparing us for when you can just go in to a afternoon at a spa, come out an animal person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's...
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And there's a market for it.
You know there is. Look,
the biggest market for it, the biggest convention of that happens in Pittsburgh every year. There's a market for it.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think Cats was for?
Yeah. Oh, it was for you fucking freaks.
Not shaming, but you know you're fucking freaks.
But yeah. Hey,
we're all fucking freaks.
Hey, we saw Cats.
We did see Cats.
Get it.
We get it. And it is a... Yeah, we have thoughts on it. We'll keep it out of this episode.
Maybe you'll hear it. Maybe you won't. We'll see.
Maybe you hear it, maybe you won't. Maybe you guys should ask about it. Ask us for it.
Yeah. Unlike Piccolo, who's asking to be left alone, because I guess for the past 5 years, he's just been
in Arizona.
drinking those
Standing on
big ass green
plateaus.
teas, those dollar green teas.
Oh yeah, there's still $1 there.
Yeah. Wait, do they charge more than $1 in the city for Arizona
Oh my
tea?
God, $2.15, my dear boy.
It says
Plus
$1
tax.
on the can.
Not anymore. Not at least not in not in the bodegas near me. They took the 99-cent off.
They take a file and scrub them off.
I asked
And
one of the,
Sharpie $2.15.
I asked one of the people when it changed over. I was like, "Wait, these are 99 cents," and the lady goes, "Not anymore." I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "No, they changed the price, man." I was like, "So why does it still say 99 cents at the can?" And she's like, "Because we can't change it." And I was like, "Then put a sticker over it or something." I wouldn't have sat here and got 3 of these things.
Yeah, I don't like these. They're just $1.
They're for lunch. They're only for your lunch.
Yeah, this is no one's like, "Hey man, you want something to drink? I got water, I got Perrier, I got Arizona iced tea." Like, oh God, give me that. No one is stocking up
Specifically
on
the
Arizona
tall boys.
iced tea. Yeah,
I will say
yeah.
I do get the gallon of they do an herbal stress relief tea, which is amazing. I recommend it to everybody. RX Stress
okay.
if they sell it in your state.
So,
Arizona's
yeah,
not sponsoring this podcast, but it's a thing.
But it's no one has a fridge full of the Arizona tall boys. They are you want to drink, but you've only got $1. The worst thing that's happened this year.
Worst moment of the decade. Or the new decade is when Arizona went up, roaring into 2020 with increased pricing on drinks.
I mean, it might get worse for Piccolo because he senses something. He senses a power. Is it Goku finally accepting his revenge invitations? No. Mm-mm. It's that It's that Nakey guy, Raditz.
It's that man who's barely covering his nether regions, Raditz. I want to add in mine as Raditz is approaching. I liked Piccolo's reasoning. He felt that huge power. He's like, this power is huge. Can't be Goku's either because it's so dark. I was like, he was like, it's so like evil and angry. And
That's
like,
new.
Okay. That's new. I was like, oh, we're sensing power levels. We're sensing energies and also energy intentions, which is great. Something that Goku does far later.
Up yours, Einstein. Energy can be good or bad.
This is true. Take that science. But to your point earlier, Piccolo's not looking for a fight. He's like, Piccolo says, like, look, you showed up here. I don't want to fight you, but I guess I gotta fight you. Fires and energy.
Okay, wait.
Hit me with the quote.
He's asking Raditz what he's doing. Like, if he came for a fight, Raditz like, no, not really. Piccolo goes, then what have you come here for? Do you want to die?
Oh. See, my Piccolo is a little bit more measured and even keeled.
No. This is an aggressive Piccolo because he's still, like, gets mad that Raditz doesn't know who he is.
See, they nerfed my Piccolo's ego.
Oh, jeez. They calmed him down. They gave him too much of that calm tea.
They gave Piccolo a prescription because he was too energetic.
Stop drinking these Arnold Palmers. These half and halves. You got to get that calm tea, Piccolo.
Yeah, you got to get that RX Stress tea, Piccolo. RX Stress tea. Piccolo fires an energy blast at Raditz, thinking he's taking him out. But what we see is, and I really like this like little detail, was a crater had formed around Raditz, kind of. So he ends up just floating where he was standing, but the floor's dropped out and there's not a scratch on him. And his line is, "Oh, not too bad. You singed off my leg hair, I think." Or something like that.
No.
He's making reference to his dynamite yams.
No.
Those thick,
As you
thick
can
thighs.
see.
Yeah.
My perfect thighs are now perfectly free of hair. Thanks for saving me a Saturday night.
Now I don't have to remind myself to shave. Thank you.
But now I don't have an excuse when the boys want to go on a date.
Oh, no.
I'll say I'm washing my hair. That's fine. No, they won't believe that. It's cliche.
It's cliche. But to wash all that hair would take a long time. Raditz's hair is huge, and it goes all the way down to the back of his knee.
It's coiffed. There's a lot of product in that.
I mean, I would dare say some layering, too. It's got nice volume. Tresemme. Those tress effects, baby.
I'm imagining that hair on me. And first of all, I look good in my
Damn
imagination.
good.
Second,
Damn good. You look good in my imagination, too.
how you function with that much hair, right? Because it's like a foot off the top, all the way down to the back of your knees. How are you sleeping?
On your own hair. You don't need a bed.
I wrap myself up. I'm Kabuki fighter. The NES
Exactly. I heard. Don't think I didn't hear that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun rental. But Raditz now looking fresh. It's like, there's a better and there's a more powerful energy source. It's got to be Kakarot. Bye.
Wait a minute. You didn't get Raditz's move that he was about to use on Piccolo?
You're right. He was about to retaliate.
Because I love the retaliation.
Wait, did he say? Wait, give it to me.
Yes, he says it. And if I may, he's like, that's not too bad. Like when he said, oh, you singe off my leg hair, he's like, that's not too bad, but why don't you try this on for size? He's like, I call it double Sunday.
No, he fucking doesn't, bud.
He calls it double Sunday because he just got off his shift at the malt shop, baby, and he's on the town. Why is it called double Sunday?
Here comes Cherry and here comes Whip. And they're not optional.
They're not optional.
3 scoops of pay. No, I guess it'd be 2 because it's double.
Hey, if they like you, they give you 3. If it was me, if I was making a cool treat attack, it would be Rita's Misto.
Get ready for my attacks, Butterscorch and Villanilla.
Villanilla.
And Charclet. Because you're charred, the flesh, because the power.
Feel my dark mocha Kamehameha. Right? Dark Mo Kamehameha.
Yeah. Nope.
Mine just not as good as yours.
No, that's at the cafe.
Yeah.
That's going in our eventual cafe.
Oh, the KHP cafe.
And then it's going to, but like after mocha, it's going to be like a bunch of ellipses.
Yes.
In the menu, I'm sorry.
Mocha. We spend a lot on paper stock.
Let's get one of those digital boards that definitely are probably worse for the environment.
Yes.
In the law, if we're probably most definitely worse than just printing it out.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yes, Raditz flies off. Piccolo left very stunned.
Literally shook because, as he says in mine, I was shaking so much I couldn't move. That's how scared of this gentleman he was. Because this is...
I don't like to think of Piccolo being scared, but I'll take it.
Classic Dragon Ball. You get... Dragon Ball plays by prison rules. On your first day, you got to beat up the strongest guy there to show how tough you are. That's the Dragon Ball Playbook 101. That's on the first page.
Holy crap! You're 100% right. I did not realize that pattern for so many years.
It's just prison rules.
That's what Future Trunks does. Spoiler. I won't tell you who. But yeah, when Future Trunks shows up, that's exactly what he does. He's like, "Oh, that was the bad guy." He's fucking done.
It took you how many episodes to yell at him before he died? Well, here we go, bud.
I killed him.
Oh, and
and his daddy.
Yeah, he's more powerful now because he's part robot somehow. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it worked for Tao Pai Pai.
Yep, it did. Kind of.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
So the last bit of the episode is Raditz. He says he's still mad at Kakarot.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever that is. So to himself, he says, have you lost sight of your pride as a Saiyan, the mightiest warriors in the universe? Then a flashback to a little baby getting put in a rocket, blasting off. And that
He's
baby
got similar hair to somebody that we know.
Looks kind of familiar.
He's got a tail. And this kid Gohan that we met, he's got a tail, and he's Goku's son. But I wonder what he's talking about.
Well, we'll find out next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh, that's not ironic anymore. It's official.
It's official.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got Gohan and Goku going to Master Roshi's. Raditz senses a power level, probably from. It's from Oolong. Spoilers. I watched that.
Spoilers. Oolong. Double spoiler.
Yeah.
It was a false Oolong, and it's actually Turtle.
I wore his skin
Turtle.
for fun.
Turtle.
He was talking shit.
Talk shit, get sliced.
Turtle don't play. Yeah.
Turtle don't play.
Don't want none.
Damn,
Don't start
Turtle.
none.
Damn, Turtle. You wearing that man's skin like a coat. Pig skin coat, Turtle. Ice cold.
Ready for the big game. Can't say the other word. We'll get sued.
Turtle, man.
Isn't that
you gotta
weird?
go. Oh, Turtle, that's so weird. We can't say that. Can't say what the big game is, but it's a big game coming up, and you are ready.
Mm-hmm. And everyone knows.
Ready.
What a weird fucking world we live in.
Yeah.
Where if anyone says the big game, we know what that means. Because on commercials, you can't say the thing that it actually is. Even I'm avoiding it, partly for a gag. But partly that I'm also afraid.
Yeah, we are terrified of someone coming down on us for saying the big game.
We cannot have litigation for calling the big game for what it actually is.
We can't afford it, and we don't want to go. We don't want to make you guys give us a GoFundMe.
Look, you cannot you cannot broadcast Kame House Party without the express permission of the National Baseball League.
We got tied into the baseball league?
Yeah.
Ah, dang it.
Well, this will cheer you up. On the closing theme, did you get lyrics? Or did you just get a funky 80s dance hit?
Yeah, I got a funky 80s musical style. Yeah. I don't know why the music is escaping me right now, because it's usually one of the things I key up on, but not today.
Well, look closer next time, because in the during the animation, Gohan's just walking along, and towards the end, all the good people, as little chibi people, have come to join Gohan. And guess who is amongst the ranks? Launch is there. Launch is there next to Tien.
Oh!
They
Be
didn't
still
forget
my
about
three-eyed
her.
beating heart.
So she'll, in a way, Launch will be in every episode until they change this ending.
Until they change this ending.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's there. They didn't. Some people might have forgotten about her, but some people didn't.
Good on them. Good on those folks who made
work.
the credits. Extra work, and I love them for it. If you're listening and you did the credits for the early episodes of Dragon Ball Z, I love you for what you've done for this country and for this anime and for these people. Because without you, she would have been lost to us long ago. And you're a good person.
No, she's there. She's always there.
She's always
just like our listeners. Yeah. We have so much. We have a lot. We're not going to get through all of it, but we'll do two. Okay. One, and we're going to skip some of the order because the second one is crazy. Former intern, former boss, current wonderful person, Josh, wrote in. Yeah, they sent a link to a video and they wrote, "This is a Path to Power movie. It's not research, so you can watch it. It is definitely the best Dragon Ball movie. It will give all the good nostalgia from the series with better animations. Do this as my last order as your former CEO and former intern Josh. Thanks, guys, and keep fighting." I have a confession. Is that I knew this movie existed, but I also knew it was a recap movie, so I'm like, plus I wanted to start Z at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we had to start the decade off with a with that Z stuff.
We'll do it at some point.
I think we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll look at it. Plus, it's an order, so
yeah, I know, and I don't know. Like we've never really refused an order from him ever.
I don't think so. I don't even want to think about that.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of. Is what is the repercussions of our own failure to follow orders?
But at the same time, as long as we don't quit the podcast, we can keep pushing it off till later.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah,
and because we're whispering, he can't hear whispers when he listens.
Yeah.
So we're in the clear. I can finally say what I've always thought about him. Are you ready?
Go ahead, I'm listening. Yep.
He's really nice. And he always gives us the benefit of the doubt. And on top of that, I'm tearing up because it's so nice. I heard he saved a puppy.
Vince, you're crying too loud.
Oh, he's going to hear me. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Ooh.
We'll get there.
And this next one, we are sorry, folks. Because of the nature of this message, it has to get bumped up.
Oh yeah,
to the beginning of the queue.
We'll get to everybody, but this one gets special treatment, and you'll see why. Alex wrote in to Facebook to us, and they say, "Hey guys, just want to let you know that you're amazing, and I love binge listening to Kame House at work, and would like to thank you for being ear candy because you guys saved my life today while I was at work. Funny story. My phone was dying while I was listening, so I went to get a charger because I had to keep listening to keep me sane. And while I was gone, a large steel frame fell over and landed exactly where I was working. So again, thank you for the comedy. I'm only up to episode 45 and can't wait to hear the rest. Cheers."
Alex, greetings from the future.
Oh
when
my
you get
goodness.
Up to this. What? I'm
Aaron. I think I'll take this. I think what they are trying to say is that we know how to save a life. Ding 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 ding.
I'm more than
put it on the board, baby. Kame House Party saved one life.
That is probably
oh my goodness. I'm
most important thing I've ever tangentially done.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
We all know death loves a good, if those movies taught me anything, death loves a good Rube Goldberg device. It loves to make, that thing, that steel frame falling, probably start with a marble going down a chute. Some baking soda hitting some vinegar in a volcano.
A baby
with an OK
walking
Go
on a
video.
Yeah, and so it's one of the balls that was in the OK Go video from the airplane, fell out of the airplane, landed near this steel thing, knocked over all the ladders and paint cans a block away. A man holding a big tray of bowling balls falls. They roll down the street. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for being alive.
Yeah. That's the best part of that story is that you're alive.
Yes.
The second best part is that you're listening, and I'm glad you are.
We are both glad that you are listening. We're glad that everybody's listening and hope that everybody will not die while listening to the podcast.
So what I'm hearing is that clearly the thing to do is to always, if you need to charge your phone, go charge it.
Yeah. There's rule number 1. Never pause the podcast. Listen to it all the way through. Keep your phone charged. And just to be safe, you should be constantly listening to Kame House Party whenever you're doing anything, because chances are when that episode ends, it'll stop you from being hurt by something.
That all makes sense.
I think
that
so.
all tracks. That's a clear A to B path.
A to B path.
So if you want to talk to us, if you have a message for us, you can write to us at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We're on most of the social media sites, and you can contact us there. But the big thing, it's 2020. It's a new decade. Barbara Walters has got that big energy now. Barbara Walters has
arrived.
Yeah. she has the whole, she controls this year, and we want a small bit of that power. And the way we can get that is if you share the podcast with other people. If you like what you heard, please tell other people about us so we can grow and become more powerful. And we can, as you've seen today, save more lives.
This is true. The more influence we have, the more lives we save. It's a direct correlation. So blow us up on social media. If that's the way you spread the word, however it is, do it. If you're an in-person person, go up to a friend and say, listen to Kame House Party. Grab him by the scruff of the neck. Come here, listen to Kame House Party. If you've got tons of disposable income, why don't you just buy us a billboard, baby? Let the people know what you're about, okay? That's, I'm just spitballing ideas. I don't know. Tie a cell phone to a carrier pigeon and send it somewhere so they can listen to the podcast that's loaded onto it. Oh, what is it? Kame House Party? Jeez,
Just blast it in your office. And when they come around and people try to stop you, you just block them from your speaker. Like, no, you're listening.
Yeah. Or say, I've learned techniques through this podcast about space karate, and y'all are all going down to try to touch me.
How do you think I got this raise? Kame House Party.
But in all seriousness, sharing the podcast is a great way to help us grow. Great way for us to get more listeners. We can do more things. We can podcast for longer, better, faster. Yes. Because we truly love doing this, and we're so excited to be jumping into Z. We want new people to experience the greatness and the fun and enjoy our awesome fan base and be just like you, wonderful people, and avoid imminent death. And of course, no matter if this podcast has saved your life recently, or if this podcast just made you laugh in going into this new year, we're roaring into 2020. So why don't we do our roaring catchphrase and remind you all to keep fighting.